What's going on, Jerome? So we're back in the lab with a pen and pad trying to get this damn label off. So we're taking a look at the Cowboys offensive line. Now, for years, it was almost a cliche. It was almost just like a trope that Cowboys have the best offensive line in the NFL. Well, they did, and then they had a number of injuries, and they just have not been up to snuff as of late under Mike McCarthy. So what can you do? So Cowboys, talking about the O-line, you have to start on injured reserve, unfortunately. So they got left tackle all-world Tyron Smith, 29 years young, on there with a neck injury that just they could not find a way to get it done this season. So he had surgery, went on IR. He's currently on an 8-year, $97.6 million deal, which bargain, absolute bargain when they signed it. Because when they signed it back in like 2013 or 2014, it was basically a 2-year deal, but you know. Also, right tackle Lyle Collins. I remember him. He was a UDFA out of LSU. Probably shouldn't have been a UDFA, but fell in the draft because of reasons. And worked himself into the starting lineup as a guard. Eventually became right tackle, having a nice little career for himself. 27 years young. He's currently out with a hip injury. Has missed the entire season. He's currently on a 5-year, $50 million deal. So, no. With Tyron and Lyle out, the tackle play has not been great, and Zeke has not topped 100 yards rushing this season, which is pretty amazing. Also, he's averaged 52.3 yards per carry the last 4 games, which is less than ideal. So one of the big reasons why the Cowboys' offense has struggled, well, going from Dak, I mean, the offense was destroying under Dak. They're putting up a ton of yards, and they're looking good. But after Dak went down with that horrific ankle injury, you got to look at Andy Dalton coming in, and then Ben DiNucci, and then Garrett Gilbert, and just the entire gong show at quarterback. So teams have been able to stack the box up against Zeke. Now, with Andy Dalton back off a concussion as well as off of COVID, Vikings may not have that luxury, but either way, they should be able to control the line of scrimmage, except maybe not on the interior. So it's going to be a little bit tough there with Williams, Looney, and Martin left to right. But you can make hay. Cam Erving, Terence Steele, we'll talk about them in short order. So left tackle. Cam Erving, veteran, 28 years young, 6'5", 313. The pride of Florida State University, was a 2015 first-round pick, number 19 overall by the Browns. Bounced around the league a little bit. Went from Cleveland to Kansas City, signed with Dallas this offseason. Has given up 7 pressures and a sack in 3 starts this year. Over his career, he's never had a PFF grade over 47. He's Dallas's 3rd left tackle this year because Tyron missed early on with the neck, as well as Brandon Knight came in, was their choice to start at left tackle, and then he went out with knee surgery. So Cam Erving is in. So Afadi, with Unique gone, Afadi's pretty much established himself at that right defensive end spot, which is his natural position to begin with. So he should be able to get something going and attack the Red Rifles' blind side. Left guard, Connor Williams, numero 52. 23 years young, 6'5", 298, the pride of Texas University. Now, he was a 2018 second-round pick, number 50 overall. Remember, that was the year that the Vikings took 62. And we do have it on pretty good authority that if Williams, the Vikings were in, if Williams had gotten by Dallas at 50, they would have made a move from 62 to go get him, but it worked out. I mean, Connor Williams has developed into a nice 3-year starter for the Cowboys, mainly at left guard, and of course, Brian O'Neill is Brian friggin' O'Neill. Williams has allowed 16 pressures, 2 sacks this year. He's not the problem. He is certainly not the problem on the Cowboys O-line. Center, so they got Joe Looney in. 30 years young, 6'3", 315, pride of Wake Forest, 2012 4th-round pick, 117 overall by the Niners. He's had 5 starts in 2020. He was the opening day starter as they looked to still try and replace Travis Fredericks, who had retired due to medical reasons. But he's been at the Cowboys for 5 years, mainly as a utility backup. So is he trying to take the Joe Berger route? Sure. But he's a starter day 1, eventually went on IR this season, bounced back, was back week 9 against Pittsburgh, just in time as Tyler Biadasz, the rookie fill-in, had a couple of injury concerns of himself. But yeah, Looney's no great shakes. The strength of the Cowboys offensive line is the guards with Williams and, of course, Zack Martin. But Looney, I mean, he's not really the soft spot either. Like, he's okay, but it is definitely still the tackles, Erving and Steele, to attack. Right guard, of course, number 70, Zack Martin, turns 30 today, by the way. Random. Happy birthday. He's 6'4", 315. Notre Dame Golden Domer, 2014 first-round pick, number 16 overall by the Cowboys, when they're just racking and stacking up offensive linemen in the first round. It was like, what are you doing? Building the trenches. That's what we're doing. Four-time first-team All-Pro, six-time Pro Bowler, future Hall of Famer. I think it's pretty safe to say. Missed one game this year due to concussion. That was a Washington game, Week 7. And the center is solid, like we said. Williams, Looney, Martin, I think that's going to be some trouble. And you won't be able to play like silly games that you did against the Bears. Like Zack Martin is certainly not Jermaine Ifedi. So Shamar Stephen, so Jaleel Johnson, Armand for Watts is really going to have to step up, as well as Eric Kendricks. Like, he's going to have to patrol that middle because if the Cowboys do try to run, it is going to be through the middle, because I'm not sure if they quite trust the tackles as of right now. Right tackle, speaking of which, number 78, Terence Steele, 23 years old, 6'6", 310, pride of Texas Tech, go Red Raiders, was a 2020 UDFA. Now, he has started every single game at right tackle. He took over for La'el Collins after he went out with that hip injury. And, starting in UDFA all season, it's turned out how you would expect. 33 pressures allowed, 7 sacks, 5 penalties. So, the kid does have some talent, but also he is tough to handle. He doesn't handle speed rush very well, so I think this could be a major game for DJ Wonnum. This could be a big-time statement game for the former Gamecock. So, both Ifedi and DJ Wonnum and anyone else that they attack on the edge, I think that they have an opportunity to have a monsters game, take down number 14, put Andy Dalton in his place, and go get it. Backups. So backup tackle, swing guy is Greg Sinnett, the pride of Wagner, 26 years old, 6'6", 305. Was a 2012 sixth-round pick out of Baltimore, for the Ravens. 20 career special team snaps all this season. Did not see action the 2 previous years. Guard Connor McGovern. So he's the good Connor McGovern. The bad Connor McGovern plays for the Jets, and also that's the guy who's going to lose the job to Pat Elflein. But 23 years old, 6'5", 308, coming out of Penn State University. We are 2019 third round, number 90 overall by the Cowboys. And again, Jerry ignores the offensive line, no doubt. He was the one who filled in, started for Zack Martin when he missed that game against Washington with a concussion, and also filled in a couple of snaps the week previous. So McGovern, Deese, Wevs. Center, Tyler Biadasz. Now, he's probably going to be inactive. He has a hamstring injury. He's missed Wednesday, Thursday practice, but he filled in for Looney after Looney went on injured reserve with that knee, missing a couple games this season. But I really like Biadasz, man. Even though he's stupid Badger, 23 years old, 6'3", 319, I liked his fit in his own scheme. I thought that he could transition to guard pretty easily, but ended up being a fourth-round pick, number 146 overall by the Cowboys. So now I have to hate him with the fury of 1,000 suns. So is what it is there. Practice squad. They may call someone up just so that they have 8 bodies on the offensive line, because I don't think Biadasz is going to even dress on Sunday. So the only name of note is Jordan Mills. Vikings fans will probably recognize that. Former Chicago Bear. Was a 5th-round pick by Chicago in 2013. Spent 2 years with them and then really bounced around the league ever since. But no one else really of note, and shouldn't really factor in, as it does look like the Cowboys starting 5 is going to be good to go. So, like we said, interior is solid. Attack on the edge. Zack Martin is Zack Martin. So it's going to be a long-ass day for whoever's the 3-tech or 5-tech over on that side. But, the key is shutting down Zeke, because I still don't think that Andy Dalton is completely comfortable back there. Both new offense, both just trying to pick this up on the fly after Dak went down, as well as coming off of COVID, coming off of concussion. So I think the Vikings, if they shut down Zeke, they'll be able to hunt on Andy Dalton, especially if the Vikings get a 2-score lead. They will be able to pin their ears back and really come after these tackles. So it's going to be a good day. Looking forward to it. But what are your thoughts? Take a look at the Cowboys offensive line. This is not your older brother's Cowboys offensive line. That's for sure. But let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post some in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.